Well, good afternoon, girls and guys, YouTubers and anyone else who's watching. I said I was going to get my knives together and do a little knife preview, not a review, and there they are. A little bit tight to squeeze out. I need to get a bigger tripod, actually, a taller one, because this is I'm using a Joby on the table, which is, it skims everything in a bit too much. But anyway, there you go. There's a couple of new ones there. There's a couple of very, very old ones there. And disclaimer, the old type flick knives, things like that, I've had for absolutely years. They never go out at all. They're locked away, actually, in my garage. Obviously, some of these knives are illegal to take out. I'm not saying that I do take any of them out, apart from the legal ones, obviously. If I do take some out, they'll be on private land and they're fully locked away before I take them anywhere. I don't actually carry them in my pocket and stuff. But anyway, I'll just go through a couple of them with you. I'm not going to do it in any specific order, although I may go back to front or something like that. I'm not going to be very long. I'm going to try and make this very quick. I know knife things can get a bit boring. So I'll get the worst one out of the way first. This was a quick buy from the Knife Warehouse. I think it was about £10, something like that. It's very heavy. I've actually used it a fair bit, but mainly just for gardening type things and opening bags of concrete, things like that, when I've been doing some home stuff. It's sort of, I think it was sold on the Bushcrafty angle. It's actually quite a nice knife, and I think it comes from I can't remember the name of them now anyway, but China somewhere. But that's just basically my rubbish type knife that I just use for rubbish type things, so I'll put that in the rubbish pile to that side. This, however, is my SE4 with custom Kydex sheath. This was bought as a present for me. It was nearly £200. But I absolutely love this knife. I've resharpened it, but I'm not very good at sharpening knives, I will say that. But I've absolutely mullered the top of it by doing a rookie mistake of battening it with a piece of metal whilst battening wood. Don't know if you can quite see that. But brilliant. Really, really, really good knife. I was sold it basically by a lot of other bushcraft users, and just I looked at all the reviews and it's just amazing. Amazing feel in the hand. My Carter handles, which are like linen based, but it doesn't slip. In actual fact, the more oil and stuff you get in it, it actually loves it. But I've used that a fair bit. There's no chips or dinks in it. There might be a little one there actually. Anyway, I could talk about this one all day because I absolutely love this knife to death. Put that one aside. Let's go from the top ones in. So, this one, flick knife, an old style. This must be 35 years old, maybe even more than that. Really, it's useless. It's just for show, to be honest. It's a little bit wobbly. It was just a fun purchase at the time. I can remember how to actually close it now. It was a fun purchase at the time. Pretty long, actually. But that's locked away. It might be valuable someday. This one also is a bit of a gimmicky one. It's actually a Jackknife. Comes out the end. It has got a safety feature in it. I'm not going to do it in my hand, but I'll do it on this, look, where it doesn't actually penetrate the body. It's just got a spring in there. It's pretty strong, but really it's useless for any tool, apart from unless you really wanted to use it in anger. I think I got that from Portugal, similar time. This balisong is yonks old. I got this from Spain when I was about 18. Look at the size of that. Again, just useless as a tool, but I can do all the tricks and stuff. Not as well with this one, because that gets in the way. I actually took it off my other one. I can't do the tricks now because I need a little bit of space, and we haven't got time. You'll get bored with 5 minutes already. This is the other one. Got some funny markings on there. Don't know what's going on there. Oh, that's the holes. Dust, probably. Yeah, dust and dirt. That's the other balisong, but again, I lock those away because they are really naughty. Gerber. This is probably one of my first sort of proper purchases. Used it quite a bit actually for bits and pieces. It's got like an alligator skin handle, so it doesn't slip even when it's really wet, and that's been proven. But I use it for camping and cutting ropes and stuff like that. Normally it's buried deep in the rear compartments of my car because I'm also working the trade. I can carry things like that as part of my job. Have used it as work as well. This one's a little bit naughty. I picked this one up actually when I went away in Bulgaria a couple of weeks ago, and it's actually a spring assisted knife. You can use it either ways. I don't like the skulls and stuff on it, but I actually got it from a market stall, and it is a fake Boca because there's no way. I mean, this cost me £8. Pretty heavy, pretty sturdy, fairly central as well. It's very sharp actually, so how long it lasts I don't know. I just got it really because I could get it for a couple of quid. This one was a one from a knife warehouse. Isn't spring assisted, but they do one like it spring assisted. I normally just flick it out manually. It's worn in now. This is just a sort of rubbish one that I put in a bag or whatever if I'm going out just on a day walk sometimes. I don't really care if I lose it, to be honest. It wasn't a lot. This one, I think I mentioned on a previous video, is amazing. It's very sharp. It's just a standard lock knife. I'm trying to think of the company who supply it. Can't remember. I might put it at the end if I can really remember. It's just an all-round brilliant knife. But again, technically illegal. You can't really walk down the street with it in your pocket. But no bushcraft knives really can. You stuff it away in your bag and walk out in the woods. Let's go to this toy. This one you can. This is a UK legal knife because it doesn't lock. Very, very small with a bottle opener on it. I think this was a China eBay job. It's pretty sharp, but it's a bit of a bugger to get in and out of, but it's handy if you just want to put it in your bag or pocket if you're just going uptown or something. Still wouldn't recommend taking it clubbing. This one, oh, Anglo Arms, that's the company that do that one. That horrible thing. And this penknife, which is UK legal. Brilliant it is. Virtually like a lock knife. Still quite tiny. Fits virtually in the palm of my hand. Very sharp. And it was about £8, I think. My son's got one. His is a bit looser and actually comes out a lot easier. Mine's a bit stiff, but I think I might have got a bit of grit or something in it. But brilliant if you just want to peel an apple, or you can even whittle with it actually a little bit. Excuse me. Another one I got from Bulgaria, which is another fake buck knife. Very, very, very easy to open, but I hate liner locks. I just don't like them. I hate these things on the back as well. I'm going to I'm going to get some thingies and take them off. They just get in the way. I'd never clip it on my pocket, and you can't really in the UK anyway. You know, even that, although it's probably within the blade length, maybe it's still a lock-in knife, so officially you can't take it out anywhere. But again, I just got it. That was literally £4. Well worth it. Very solid again. Let's go to this one. This is a 2 knife, which is from, I think I got it from GearBest. Saw some guy on YouTube get it. And I was going to start collecting neck knives, but some are really big and I'd like sort of smaller neck knives, so I just thought I'd get this. It's actually quite cool. Blunt as anything now though, I've butchered it a bit. But quite cool. I thought, the only thing I don't like about the sheath is that it does wiggle in there a little bit unless you pull it out slightly. And it doesn't make a noise, but that's how tiny it is. So, but interesting, fairly good for whittling. This is my all-time favourite, apart from the SE4. I absolutely love the SE4. If I just had to have two, it'd probably be the SE4 and this. You normally see this with me on my videos. The CRKT Minimalist Bowie, or Bowie, depending whether you're American, Canadian, Irish or Nigerian. Clips in there nicely. Normally hangs, you can hang, it was supposed to hang off a lanyard basically, but I didn't like it, so I don't like things around my neck. Normally clip it onto my bag or put it in my pocket even. But absolutely fantastic knife. Blasted glass handles. Handle, what do you call them? Scales. Yeah, so that's that one. And 2 latest editions that arrived yesterday actually, funny enough, from GearBest. These are Firebird. I can't remember the model numbers. I really can't, because there's quite a few. They're actually called Ganzo knives. So look on GearBest for Ganzo knives. Amazing quality for the price. This basically is a Spyderco replica. You can tell by that there. Very sharp. That's coming off, that clip. Extremely lightweight this. Again, it's a locking knife. You can open it one-handed if you want. I tend to wear them in a bit, open them one-handed and then flick them out. So you can actually do that quite quickly. One-handed operation really is very handy if you're bushcrafting or just need to cut a seatbelt off when you crash your car. That's my excuse. But generally, when I take that off, the grip will be a bit better. The actual handle is not brilliant, but believe it or not, that was £7. Let's just give you a size reference actually. There you go. And I've got small hands, I haven't got very big hands, I've got girly hands. And the last one, again, through GearBest, this one is also a Ganzo Firebird of some description. It's got what they call an axis lock, so it's a double-sided thumb stud, so you can open it. Very smooth action. This is the lock here, which they call axis. Don't know why, but and that basically locks it. So again, another locking knife. Beautiful though, this one. And this was £9. I got them in like a sale deal. But they do tons of them. Just look for Ganzo knives, G-A-N-Z-O. And a lot of them are knockoffs of Spyderco and things like that, but they obviously brand it up, their own branding. This one is the, can't read that, F7 53M 440C steel, stainless steel. But this one's, it's just not, this action is so smooth as well. Amazing for the cost. And that was including postage from China, although I think they dispatch them from Belgium. Yeah, amazing. So I'm still playing about with this one. I can do the wrist action with that one. No comments about wrist action though, please guys. What are we on now? Nearly 15 minutes. So I'll either edit this down or not bother. You can just fast forward. There you go. All the knives in again. favourite. This one's brilliant, and this was what I can't remember how much this was. It wasn't a lot. It was less than 10 quid. Anglo Arms walnut wood handle. Although I don't know whether it's really walnut, but I think it is. Smooth action, brilliant. Just as a standard locking knife, non-menacing. If you get stopped with that when you're out in the country, then you know what's going to happen. You clean your pipe with that. That thing, pretty useless really, but it's a bit of fun. Oops. Liner lock, don't like them. There you go. The Gerber is a beast though. Love this knife. Again, smooth action. Took me ages. I just kept it open, close forever to get it that smooth. I can actually do it one-handed as well. Just about without a thumb stud. There you go. Right, and all my other ones. Let's bring the SC back in because she's a beaut. Anyway, catch you later, guys. Hope that was informative. I know some of them are technically against the law, like most of them, but if you don't take them out, it's not against the law, is it? See you later, guys. Cheers.